Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this feature where we show a red line from the nozzle of the gun to the location that if I shoot the bullet would hit, and but if still there will be a smaller black line that connect nozzle to the reticle point so that we can still see where we are aiming at. But the reason that I think of adding this feature is because it's not clear in a top-down view if I can actually hit the location that I am targeting here. This is especially useful if my character is crouching. So yeah, this is the feature that we are going to work on today. So if I shoot, you see it's hitting the location of the red line, end of the red line, not the black line. Alright, so this is what we are going to work on today. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you will be able to access everything without any limits. And also here is the playlist related to the top-down shooter, and here is the playlist related to the third-person shooter. This project is based on the character and everything else we did in the third-person shooter, so you can watch everything and follow these steps and implement everything by yourself. I have explained everything, all the steps here in these playlists. All right, now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, so let me show you where you need this feature. So for example, here, if I try to shoot here, now even though the reticle shows up here, I'm not sure if the character is especially crouching. I'm not sure if I can actually hit here or is it going to hit here, this wall. So as you can see, it's going to hit the wall, but it's not clear from a top view if the gun nozzle is above this line where it can shoot or it's below. So I want to demonstrate, I want a clear way to show that the player can actually hit the place that we are intending to shoot. Okay, so to do that, let me open my main gun. So here, now I have this gun widget. Actually, I did this a while ago. If I do it now, I wouldn't do the initialization part of the widget here in the gun itself. Maybe we should integrate that in the HUD itself, but this is the way I have implemented this, so I'm gonna keep to this way. So with that said, now where's the gun widget? Here. So here I'm gonna create a new widget to show the line from the gun to the targeting location. The reason that I'm not doing that within this gun widget itself is this gun widget is used to show the player's reticle and the weapon icon, ammo count, those things as well. But for an NPC, we don't need these parts. But even for an enemy, I might have to use this line drawing system to show a line from the gun towards the target location. So in that case, to be able to reuse the same feature, I'm going to create a new user widget to draw the line. WDG target line. Okay, and here as I create the gun widget, I'm gonna create widget using, well, we should only do this for top-down mode. And here, instead of doing it here, I'll add a function. Add target line drawer. So create widget. Target line player get downing player. Oh, get player controller. Okay, and then add to viewport. So right now I'll do that here. Add target line draw, because this part is already executing only for player, but when I'm ready to add this feature to the NPCs, I will enable that for NPCs too, but for now just doing this for player is enough. Okay, now here I don't really need to add any widget elements. I just need to draw a line. So for that, I'll override this onPaint function, and here we have draw line. So we need to give two positions to draw a line, and we can use the context given here. Let's use, what's the color? Be red, and with thickness 3. So as the starting position, I would need the nozzle location of the gun. But in case you are not familiar with this, let me show you how this works. If I add maybe 500 by 500, you should see a line. See, this line is drawn through that function. Now what I want to do is, starting position should be the gun nozzle, and the end position should be the position that we are aiming at. So that's the first step. So to do that, I would need a reference to the gun, because we need to get the nozzle position from the mesh, because that's, yeah, like this. Maybe we should have a function for this. Interface function, get weapon socket. We can use this, but then to do that we would need to know the name. Let's add a regular function. Position, not position, location. Okay. Now here, let's add a variable gun from the type pp gun, not bpi gun, pp gun. Okay, and I'll make this visible, instance editable, and expose on pawn, so that when I create this, here I can pass a reference to self, and in the gun I already have a reference to the character who is holding the gun as well. So here can get the gun. Maybe we should do a validation check just in case. Get nozzle location. So this is the starting point, and also from the gun we can get character, get target location. This is an interface event that we have already implemented. So basically this returns the location that the character is currently targeting at. Okay, so these are word location. We need to get relevant screen position, so viewport positions for these. So to do that, here project world to screen. Actually, not this one. We should use project world to widget position. This is better. So here, player controller, get on in player, port relative, screen position. I'll use this as the A, point A. No, this is the endpoint. So point B, starting position is nozzle. So it wouldn't really matter, but still I'd like to use it that way. This is the starting position. Okay, thickness is 3, alright. Now if I equip a gun, you see, now I can draw a line. But as you can see, it still does not take into account that if I can actually hit this location that I am aiming at. So ideally, if I'm aiming like this line drawing should stop maybe like over here, because my character should not be able to shoot through this wall. So to detect that, we can do something like this. We do have the two positions. Fine. Yeah. I'll promote this to a local variable. Start. And this. Present. No. And this is not a star. This should be start. Actually, no need to have variables. We are not going to have much here. So this. Oh, wait a second. We should have variables. Sorry about that. Promote a local variable. Start. And local variable target. So we need to draw this anyway, but maybe we should make it black and a bit transparent. So this should show the line from starting to end. See that? Oh, we don't have. Okay, we need to set these. Let's start. Set target. Okay, let's see. We should see a smaller black line, a bit transparent black line. Okay, now from the nozzle to the position that the bullet would hit, I draw a red line. So we have a red line until the position that we can hit and the black line for the rest. So to detect the position that the bullet would hit, I press by channel and start and target. Now use the bullet trace channel. This is something that we have already created in the project, but depending on your project, you may need to use a different trace channel, maybe visibility or camera, depending on what you have used to define a surface that you can hit with the bullet. So here, if we hit, then this, we can get this location as the, let's promote this to a local variable. Let's call it hit target. And if we don't hit, let's set hit target with the press start. Or actually with this, not press start, this target. Okay. And then we can have another draw line. Text. And the starting point would be this start. Oh wait, like that. This one. You know what? Let's do this again. It will not be a problem to handle it. Be simple enough calculation. Okay. That is screen position and endpoint is the hit target. And this should be red. And its thickness. This one I'll make it 3. This one I'll make it 1. Okay, now let's see. See? Now as you can see here, from the red line stops at the wall or this barrier because we can't hit further than that. And we can still see the back line connecting to the reticle just to show our aim and direction. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. So now we know for sure where we can actually hit and where we can't. Alright, enemies are over there. So that's all I want to cover for this episode. Maybe later on let's see how to integrate the similar kind of a system for the NPCs if it is required. So yeah, updated project files will be available here in my Patreon page. and I'll put the link in description. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in another episode. Goodbye.